My thesis is that Bong Joon-ho doesn't translate Korean cinema for the world. He makes the world learn to read Korean cinema on its own terms. This is what scholars call critical transformations. I'm not racing borders, but making the crossing more meaningful. First example, Memoirs of Murder. Bong takes a Hollywood serial killer procedural, a genre perfected by American cinema, but transforms it. Where Hollywood films like Seven already gave us psychological obsession or final resolution, Bong gives us something else internal. The famous ending, the detective breaks the fourth wall, stares directly at the camera at us. He's still searching. The killer was never actually found. This is not nihilism. This is the trauma of unsolved Korean history, the weight of authoritarianism make visible. Bong uses genre as a container for culture specifically. Second example, Parasite, and what scholar Mark Norris calls abusive subtitling. Bong doesn't domesticate Korean culture for export. He forces English to accommodate Korean reality. The Dejibari becomes Ramdam, a word that doesn't exist in English. The Jessica Jingle Korean classic code embedded in memorization song, even the smell motive, the rich parks, detecting the poor Kim's old rag odor, carry specific Korean classic associations. Bong trusts global audience to engage with this specifically rather than simplifying. Third, the vertical architecture of person, the modernist mansion above, the semi-basement below. This is Seoul's actual geography, where Behara half basements represent liminal cave status, where the flood pours down the stairs, water filling the semi-basement. This is not just weather. This is classic violence made spatial, made visual. Hollywood films really use space this way. Bong's vertically becomes a universal language of inequality that needs no translation. At the Oscars, Bong said, once you overcome the one-inch wall barrier of subtitles, you will be introduced to so many more amazing films. Prove that transformational cinema is not about erasing difference. The barrier remains, but he makes the crossing more meaningful. You have to climb it yourself. Not translation, but actually transformation.